All right, and while we have a spare moment, we're going to look ahead to the feature race at Randwick today and give you an early market on the running of the Doncaster Handicap over the famous mile. Private Steer is our Skytop rater from True Glow, Vocabulary and Miss Potential, 7, 5, 13 and 15 for the ratings. And here's the market. Well, she hasn't come up the favourite Private Steer. She's the second pick there at 6.40. Ambulance on New South Wales at 5.10. I know it has been well supported with fixed odds during the week too. So Ambulance comes up the Doncaster favourite. And the race still a couple of hours away. We will keep you right up to date. Just for our Unitab punters, I can tell you that on Unitab, Ambulance is the $4.90 favourite currently. Private Steer is $6.80. And for a third pick there on Unitab, the rest of the field are at double figure odds. Kablamo, I'd say, number 14 at $11.70. Jim Cassidy's had a tough week getting down to the lightweight. But he's made it, and he'll be there on Kablamo. Third pick on the TAB at the moment. Grand Army looking for back-to-back wins as 12. Very interesting affair, the Doncaster this year, always is. Randwick, Lodgent, Tara Express and Raymond, 497 trifecta, 575.70. Glenn Boss, another winner for Glenn over the Easter Carnival. Now, Oakbank coming up. The hurdle, and Alf Matthews is joining us. He's got the late mail.
I know he's favourite, but nevertheless, he looks absolutely terrific in the mounting enclosure. Number 2, Karazi, ran 5th in a Melbourne Cup. You'd think it's got to be good enough for this. Lovely horse and a lovely jumper. Number 4, Top Carla, had a terrific preparation for a race like this. Comes off a nice handicap performance behind Pentiley. Is a safe jumper, as our trainer reported, John O'Connor. Also, number 11, thought it looked all right in the yard too. Doesn't look as if it's taken any harm at all from its solid performance here on Saturday. It's a must include. And we're also going to include number 1, Blue Star. 2 ahead of 4, 11 and 1 for the Yalumba Classic Hurdle.
Thank you, Alf. He's been schooling well too since his last start win at Morfettville, Karazi. He schooled at Oakbank last Monday morning. Here's a jockey change in race 4, number 15, Regal Lotto, will be ridden by Adrian Patterson, and that is a replacement for Warren Hughes. Race 4, number 15, is A. Patterson.
3 out. Fra Magic comes in, favourite on course Karazi over March in Style, Fra Magic, Blue Star and Top Carla. Field of 8, but many given a hope. Top Carla completes the line. They're set to run, ready for the Yalumba Classic Hurdle. Set now. Stand well, ready to run. 15 jumps, they're off and racing in the Yalumba Classic. And March in Style got out well. He leads early, booting through Wise Royale. And also showing good speed on their inside, Karazi. At the back, Tariyama. I think he jumped that one unsighted. He took off a little bit late, but he cleared it okay. Blue Star's running 3rd. Top Carla wider out from Fra Magic. Costa Plenty over the one that he fell at safely. And he fell at that on Saturday, and Tariyama was last. They head out of the straight and go behind the hill. There's one on the side here. And the pilot is Wise Royale, leading by a length. 2nd is March in Style, and 3rd Karazi. Blue Star right near the inside, and he ran out at that underneath Top Carla. Costa Plenty was next, followed by Fra Magic, and still last of all is Tariyama. Wise Royale, the saddle slipped on him on Saturday. He only jumped 3. He had a stirring workout at Goulba on the beach yesterday, and he leads them into the back. He leads by about a length. In 2nd place on the outside, or inside, was Karazi. Just behind those, March in Style, being followed by Top Carla. Then Fra Magic. Further back in the field came Blue Star from Tariyama. And last on the inside is Costa Plenty. The 2nd of the treble in the back straight. Wise Royale leads by a length and a half. March in Style travels comfortably. A length away in 3rd position on the inside, Karazi, and 2.5 Top Carla. There's been no real speed on. On the outside next, Fra Magic. The inner came Blue Star from Costa Plenty. And Saturday's winner of the restricted hurdle, Tariyama, is last. There's no jump swinging around this corner. There's 4 in the straight this time and only 2 on the next lap. And the leader is Wise Royale by a length and a half to March in Style. Karazi 3rd. They've run it slowly. Then Fra Magic, Blue Star. Tariyama comes out wider so he can sight the jumps better. Followed by Top Carla. And last of all on the inside, Costa Plenty. The 8 are jumping safely. Here's the 2nd in the home straight on this round. Wise Royale, Karazi going up on the inside. March in Style looks to jump beautifully on the outside of these leaders. He's gone up to be joint leader. Gee, he took off very awkwardly at that that one, March in Style. Somehow he got through it. Next came Tariyama, who's moving up on the outside of Fra Magic from Blue Star, Costa Plenty, and Top Carla drop back to last. They swing out of the straight. As they approach the 1,500 metre mark, again Wise Royale. He comes through to lead the way by a length on March in Style. Third on the inside, Karazi, and fourth is Tariyama, who's moved into the race stylishly. On the inside, Fra Magic. A length further back came Blue Star, switching out deeper around those horses' heels from Costa Plenty, and last is Top Carla. Oh, Tariyama almost sold out at that one. The jockey took a good look back at it, but somehow he balanced up again fourth, and the leader still Wise Royale. March in Style on the outside. Karazi's held the rails inside of this leading pair for much of the way. They've chopped and changed in the lead, and now they start to put some speed on finally as they're in the back straight at the 900 metres. Tariyama next, Blue Stars moving up, then Fra Magic from Costa Plenty, and last is Top Carla, the second of the treble in the back straight. They've got just on 800 metres to go, and Karazi's come through to take a clear lead. March in Style second. He looks under a little bit of pressure. Tariyama the centre, wider Blue Star. Fra Magic sneaking home on the rails as Karazi got away now. He comes over the third of the last in the back straight, leading with two more to jump at the 600. Tariyama's giving chase a length and a half away. Three away Blue Star, who could not match Tariyama. Going by him, Fra's Magic, and then came Top Carla on the corner. Tariyama at the 400 metre mark lays it down to Karazi. They come around the turn, four in front of Fra Magic, and Top Carla runs to fourth. Tariyama and Karazi, they've come out to wide on the course over the second last. Tariyama, Karazi, there's nothing between them. Then came Fra Magic and Top Carla. It's Tariyama, and on the inside Karazi. Karazi ran out, bumped Tariyama, who almost could not jump it. It's Karazi and Tariyama. Karazi just in front. Karazi, 3/4 on the line to Tariyama. A length and a half away third, Top Carla. Close up Fra Magic, a gap Blue Star, a bigger gap Costa Plenty, and running off or being retired before the last one or two, March in Style and Wise Royale.
Eric Musgrove is a regular at the Oakbank Easter Carnival. Karazi, trained by Eric, has got the money. Ridden by Craig Durden, one of the top jumps jockeys in Australia. Tariyama, number 11, Willie Harnett. They've come together, that pair, out wide, coming to the last fence. The rider of Tariyama was lucky to stay on. He was very unbalanced there as they came over the last. And Top Carla's back in third spot, number 4, ridden by Nathan Dunn. But Karazi was certainly the class runner of the race, and he's got the money. Now here's the interim dividends. Karazi over Tariyama and Top Carla. Quinella 780, trifecta $56.20 on the classic hurdle from Oakbank. Good finish there. All right, let's take you back to Caulfield. Race 3, they're heading to the start. Here's Andrew with the latest news.
Yeah, third race coming up here over 1,200 metres. On-track favourite and has had good support. Great is Great, number 2. It's resuming after a wind operation. It's trialled a couple of times. It's pretty close on and off track, but they're supporting it where I am at Caulfield. Now, my number's 1832. Look, I've gone with Happy Strike. Rick Hall-Lacey's got this 3-year-old in very good order. Looks very bright. Good effort at Sandown behind Neo at its last time. Now, it does handle weight pretty good. Gets a 2-kilo claim for Blake Shin, 56.5. The positive here is the weight claim, and also that the horse will be able to settle right on the pace. Great as Great's drawn out fairly wide. Mr. O'Hara, as you heard from John Simons, expected to get back and be finishing off. With Stormduster coming out, there doesn't look to be a lot of other pace. I'm not too sure what the leader is here, but we're going to go with Happy Strike, number 1. To beat 6 Degrees, the 8. We'll forget all about its lakeside run there at Sandown. We'll put it down to the slightly rain affected. They put the blinkers on. Was scratched from Saturday. Expect some definite improvement from the 8. The 3, Mr. O'Hara, trialled well at Benalla. Great as Great, trialled twice. Expect the 3 and the 2 to be running on. But just a small query with the 2. First up after a long spell, drawn out wide. Interesting. We'll be hopefully seeing it off, finishing pretty strong, just to see the horse back after that wind operation. 183 and 2 for mine in this third race. On track, Happy Strike's been spec'd at the odds that it was, and it's now very close to what they're betting on track. Repeating, Great is the clear favourite and has had support. Mr. O'Hara's been easy. Unders the tote at the moment. Polish Clown, number 4, offering good value on the tote at 13. Critical List is now at to double figure odds on track. And 6 Degrees, it's been spec'd. As I mentioned, they put the blinkers on. Good value the tote at the moment at $8.80 on my screen. Matt, the third. Good keen race this one. A lot of expectation.
Field of 11 running, waiting on Great is Great to come along with Silver Tusk, Critical List and Edge of Glory. So 4 out. Edge of Glory going into line. Edge of Glory has gone up now. Edge of Glory is in. Critical List to come along with Silver Tusk, and they'll be ready. Critical List and Silver Tusk to come along. Now the favourite Great is Great tightens up again from Happy Strike, and 6 Degrees, that's the order they'll run here betting wise. Now waiting on Silver Tusk to come up. Critical List is riderless and Silver Tusk still on the move. So Critical List still to come forward here. Happy Strike is drawn in. 6 Degrees is in and ready. Great is Great out past the middle. Previous to No Chatter. And a pretty easy win too, number 4 No Chatter. One coming away. And race number 2 today, and the first went to the Bolter. Down the bottom here, Flying Isles, which was number 13. Now Critical List, have they got this one in? Critical List. Silver Tusk to come up. And they look to be ready now. Polish Clown on the inside. Great is Great, gold cap, blue jacket. Ready. Signal, racing. Great is Great wasn't brilliant out. My Conviction, Critical List bounced quickly with Mr. O'Hara. Great is Great is picking up speed out wide with Silver Tusk when they settle down, and Happy Strike down near the inside. 6 Degrees was showing some speed after the start. My Conviction just led 6 Degrees. Great is 3 out. Silver Tusk is going back to try and get in, followed by Happy Strike. Critical List, the inside, then Polish Clown. A length and a half further back in the race, Mr. O'Hara, Warm Fuzzies, Neng Rain. Edge of Glory last of all. The favourite takes over at the 650. Great is Great, a length and a half to 6 Degrees, has pulled its way up second. My Conviction third, fourth is Silver Tusk, fifth back in the middle, Happy Strike. Further back in the race, Warm Fuzzies deep around Critical List. Then Polish Clown, Mr. O'Hara, Neng Rain, and Edge of Glory last of all. Great is Great turn for home, nearly a length to 6 Degrees, and Warm Fuzzies off the track. A length then to Happy Strike when they turn in. The leader is Great, a length and a half to Happy Strike, back to the inside. Then Warm Fuzzies down the centre, and further back Polish Clown. Great is Great at the 150 metre mark, over a length in front of Happy Strike on the inside. He's going well, Great is Great, running up to the trial form, cutting back to the fence, but he canters home. Great is Great, a good galloper, wins by a length and a half. Happy Strike is second. 2 away third is Edge of Glory, just in front of Polish Clown. A gap, Warm Fuzzies, Mr. O'Hara, Neng Rain. 6 Degrees drop right off from Critical List. Then a long gap to Silver Tusk, and last of all is My Conviction. Number 2, Great is Great, Peter Mertens. Number 2, Great is Great, Peter Mertens has had a comfortable win here at 110.38. Number 2 had control of the race for about the last 3/4 of the event. Took over, and he's travelled beautifully to the post. Number 1, second, Happy Strike, and Edge of Glory running on number 10 into third placing ahead of number 4, Polish Clown. 2-1-10-4, 2-1-10-4, 2-1-10-4.
Gee, the last 50 metres, look at him. It was like a barrier trial. He wasn't knocked around at all. Great is Great, the class runner, and he's been too good. 2-1-10, and we'll stand by for that first 4 information to come through on the third race at Caulfield. In the next there, pointing out that number 3, Amber Shimmer, is Eddie Wilkinson replacing Patrick Payne. Interference just over the last fence. There's the second last. We've got Karazi with the red cap and Tariyama on his outside in the white colours. Have a look at this. Karazi comes out and gave him an awful bump. So that was the exact point there. So second versus first, the official margin was 1 length between first and second. The rider of Tariyama was Willie Harnett, has put in an objection against Craig Durden, the rider of Karazi, and then Top Carla back in third spot. So as you've just seen, that was pretty severe interference. There's definitely some grounds there, and we'll keep you posted. They're in the steward's room as we speak. Eagle Farm is coming up. We've got race Karazi over Tariyama and Top Kala. The trifecta was $56.20. And let's look ahead to the next race at Oakbank now that we've sorted out the protest on the previous. It's 13 minutes away, race number 4. Maui Boy, Ferro Georgia, Come On Rory and Echo Bound, 3, 2, 1 and 10. Also helping us with the interviews this afternoon, Scott Edgecombe for Sky Racing, and he's talking to Jeff Maund, the rider of Maui Boy.
Joining me for race 4 is Jeff Maund. You have a very good chance, Jeff, with number 3, Maui Boy.
Yeah, he's a good chance. His form's terrific, and I expect him to be hard to beat.
Amazing to think he's still a maiden. He has raced some very good races in recent times.
Yeah, he's raced in city class events ever since his first start, and reason being he could easily go back and win a maiden, but he's knocking on the door to win a city race, so he should be hard to beat.
Belton in the Onkaparinga Cup, some chance today?
Yeah, he's out of form, but look, the horse is hard and he's fit. He won't have a problem getting around this track, and in an open race it wouldn't surprise me if Belton run home well and was in the money.
Got a couple of other interesting runners, Gatton in race 8.
Yeah, Gatton, I don't know much about Gatton, but he's likely to get back in the field a bit and need a bit of luck.
And the Get Out Stakes, you've got Saleh in the last.
Yeah, Saleh's a similar type of horse. They both race back, and both of them might sure haven't raced here at this track, but we'll just have to wait and see about both of them.
That is jockey Jeff Maund riding Maui Boy in the next at Oakbank. Now they're at the start at Randwick for race 3 and about to move in. Just pointing out we are covering all races live from Perth this afternoon from Ascot. It's a good meeting there. Railers in the 3 metre position. Conditions are fine and fast. It's Derby Day at Ascot. The WATC Derby race number 6 on the program. The first at Ascot is at 2:20 Eastern Standard Time. Darren McCauley will call the program. All races live from Perth on Sky Racing today. Now, Sandy River's been well backed at Randwick, trained by Gerald Ryan, and first up.
Over the 1,200 metres, a sprinkling of money in the ring for Brits Best. And they're ready. Racing in the hallmark, Geiger Spirit from the inside dwelt, missed it a length, and Flying Anabar wide out the early leader, taken on by Catch Me Mate. Dainty Deb improving, and so too is Brits Best, followed by on the inside Spinning Con improving ground. Then Mustard, Geiger Spirit going up on the inside from Biagio, Sandy River wide and drifting back. Masquerado, Magic Marvo, Oscar Warrior, Domingos, Academe, Palladium Star brings up the rear. Down past the 700, Spinning Con from Dainty Deb and wider Flying Anabar. Catch Me Mate not far away, then Geiger Spirit, Mustard, Biagio and Brits Best. 1.5 further back in the race, Sandy River, Masquerado, Oscar Warrior, Domingos, Magic Marvo's got 2 behind it, and they are Academe and Palladium Star as Flying Anabar has gone bush. Around the corner they travel, Spinning Con from Dainty Deb, and Geiger Spirit, who didn't jump well, has gone between them to hit the front and over the rise and down to the 250. Geiger Spirit a length and a half clear, Domingos and its stablemate Sandy River joining in. Academe likewise with Catch Me Mate. Here's a race and a half. Sandy River and Academe get to Geiger Spirit. Mustard. It's Academe, Geiger Spirit, Academe in front nearing the wire. Academe wins it. Academe from, terrific go. Sandy River, Geiger Spirit with Mustard. Anyone of 3 ways for second and third. And then came Catch Me Mate, Dainty Deb, Oscar Warrior, Palladium Star, Spinning Con, followed up by, at the head of the rest, Brits Best. And then came Masquerado, Domingos. Its run was short-lived. Biagio pulling up quickly. Last of the main division, Magic Marvo and Flying Anabar, who went bush on the corner, finished it tailed off last. Academe, ridden by Huey Bowman, has got the money here. Academe, Guy Walter in the famous colours, red jacket and white cap, carried to success on Saturday and the last by Wild Iris. Academe, second up from a spell. He was outpaced in the challenge at Warwick Farm on debut this time in. Fitter for that run. He normally goes pretty well second up. The wide gate probably was no help to him, but he overcame those obstacles. And the Royal Academy V&A gelding, raced by O.P. Tate and Mrs. J.G. Nevison, proving a wee bit too good. 6th the winner. Number 9 is second. That is Sandy River by Desert Prince, trained by Gerald Ryan, ridden by Brett Preble. And the judge can't pick the 2 for third at this particular stage. So we'll stand by for more on that in a moment. Academe, start number 27, win 5 seconds and 4/3. He's been his own worst enemy on a number of occasions, Academe, but he certainly put his best foot forward today. And he scored narrowly, but nevertheless convincingly. Officially $17. I can tell you the Quinella has paid $42.80 and the Exacta at $112.80. It was a terrific charge. Geiger Spirit, who dwelt at the start, probably missed it a length. He got up towards the lead, got into the gap in the straight, hit the front, then was grabbed by Academe, then Sandy River, and then mustered over on the inside. And the issue for third and fourth is deadly close between Geiger Spirit and Mustard and Geiger Spirit. So here is Huey Bowman coming back. It's a winning double for Hugh. He won the first on Besame Mucho for Bart Cummings. Now for Guy on Academe. It's 6-9 and a very, very close go. And we'll have the result of that close go, hopefully, in just a moment.
Thanks, Ian. Yes, he did show ability very early in his career, Academe, and to be fair to him, since then nearly all of his racing has been in top company. He's been taking on the best horses. Last time out he was in the Challenge Stakes, beaten a bit under 3 lengths by Star of Florida. Academe and Huey Bowman having a good day. Dead heat for third at Randwick between 8 Mustard and 11 Geiger Spirit. The judge couldn't find a margin there, so the official numbers are 6, 9 and a dead heat for third between 8 and 11. Now Oakbank is coming up in 5 minutes. Come On Rory, number 1, is the favourite at $3.60, $1 shorter than Ferro Georgia and Maui Boy. There's been money for Maui Boy. His first fours, 6, 9, 8, 11, paid $5,517.30, and 6, 9, 11, 8 paid $4,001.60. And that's something for Guy Walter too, after his horse Braylock was beaten a nose in the Derby on Saturday. Caulfield in 13 minutes. Beautiful Gem, Lady Diva, Pretty Penny, Nuclear Freeze, 1, 4, 5, 11. Here's the market as we return to Caulfield and chat with Luke Curry, the rider of number 14.
Well, Luke, not often we see horses come from provincial or country into city and win, but Country Joy showed plenty to win, and it wouldn't be any surprise today.
No, she won well last start. You know, it was probably wasn't the toughest maiden, but you know, she really did show a good turn of foot and won well. So you know, with the right run today, she's drawn a nice gate, and a little bit of luck, she should be there.
100 metres now for race number 4. They're all in. Lights on and they're racing. Beginning beautifully from the inside, Ferro Georgia. It was out fast. Ruxton's got speed. Come On Rory's poking up on the inside. Wider out was Clearview, and deepest of all was Regal Lotto. Just behind them, settling down, came on the inside Maui Boy of Hurricane City, or Rango deep out from Champagne Gold, Billy Baru, Echo Bound, Atlantic Ace. Then Leewood Tradesman's Choice is out towards the tail of the field as they run by the 1100 metres. In fact, it's last. Now they've got 9.50 to go, and Come On Rory booted through on the inside, and she bowls along leading clearly by 2.5. Second is Ferro Georgia. A length away third is Ruxton on the outside of Maui Boy. A length and a half to Clearview. Billy Baru the inner, and wider was Regal Lotto from Hurricane City or Rango Leewood. Then Champagne Gold with a big job to do, starting to move between some runners. Echo Bound, Atlantic Ace and Tradesman's Choice is last. 600 left, and the favourite, Come On Rory. She's powering along at the 500 metres under a hold here by 2 lengths to Ferro Georgia. Camped on the speed. Third is Ruxton. Regal Lotto wide. Maui Boy starting to move up behind the leader. They're coming wide now. Come On Rory went out very deep on the track. Maui Boy went with Come On Rory, and Ferro Georgia could not match Maui Boy. Come On Rory still the leader from Maui Boy. Then Clearview, followed by Ferro Georgia. It's Come On Rory and Maui Boy. He's tiring wide in the way of Regal Lotto. Come On Rory, Maui Boy. They're wide apart. Come On Rory, Maui Boy. They drive to the line. Oh, great go this. Almost a dead heat. Almost a dead heat between Maui Boy on the outside fence and Come On Rory third. Clearview's there with Tradesman's Choice and Regal Lotto, which was inconvenienced somewhat by Maui Boy late. Then Champagne Gold, followed by Leewood, Atlantic Ace, and then came Echo Bound from Billy Baru, Hurricane City, Ferro Georgia or Rango, and pulling up well behind the others, Ruxton. I don't know here. I don't know. This is a great finish. Maui Boy and Come On Rory. They drive, looks like, yeah, the inside. He'll win Come On Rory. There won't be a great deal in it. Now the television camera is virtually on the line, so it'll be Come On Rory, number 1. Maui Boy's thrown it away by Racing Deep. absolutely no doubt. Maund elected to go to the outside of Come On Rory. It seems a preconceived idea now by jockeys in these flat races to get out wide in the straight. It appears as though the inside is off in their terms. Come On Rory, though, she didn't want to go out too wide. She maintained her line in the middle, but then Maui Boy became all confused. She's running away from the left-handed whip action of Maud. She's cost herself at least 2 lengths there. She's gone so wide that our head-on camera person cannot get or him in the shot, Maui Boy. And as a result, Come On Rory will hold the race. It'll be 1, 3, 9 and 15. 9 Clearview. In fact, it's a long head. I didn't want to have a go initially. After the line, Maui Boy's probably up to Come On Rory, but Come On Rory, she's held on. Tricky finish when they're so wide apart.
Okay, Hilt, the filly trained by Tony McAvoy has got the money. That's race number 4. Next at Oakbank is the running of the Country Cup over 1,900 metres. Now here's the interims coming through. Come On Rory, Maui Boy and Clearview, 790 Quinella, trifecta 160. News from the track.
Yeah, Matt, I'm happy to go with the numbers of 4, 1, 14 and 9 here for this 4th race. Lady Diva just sweating up a little bit over its back there as it walked past me just prior to going out onto the track. Blake Shin again takes a nice claim. The win at Sandown on the Lakeside track was very good. Got off the rail over the last couple of 100 metres and really did finish off strongly. Stays at the 1200 but just gets the nice positional run from barrier 4. So pretty confident here, Lady Diva. Beautiful Gem number 1. It's drawn the inside. Lee Friedman has said that she'll be saved for that one.
They stand racing. Beautiful Gem has gone away okay. Beat Pretty Penny out down to the inside. Lady Diva began fast with Amber Shimmer. And away fast is Country Joy and Tycoon Diva further out in the track when they settle. Also pushing forward after the start is Brookton Affair. In a stride they come and Amber Shimmer led from Brookton Affair. Further back Tycoon Diva from Lady Diva. Further back then on the inside Northern Rose. Then came Country Joy. Further back Regal Summer followed by Nuclear Free. A fair way out of its ground Maker's Stand. From Beautiful Gem back second last and 2 to Pretty Penny. Coming to the 650 metre mark and it's Amber Shimmer a neck in front of Brookton Affair. A length further back out 3 deep is Tycoon Diva. Northern Rose is 4th. 5th back in the middle then came Lady Diva. 1 further back is Country Joy and then Beautiful Gem improving on the inside of Nuclear Free. Further back in the race then came Regal Summer, a gap to make a stand. Last of all Pretty Penny. Amber Shimmer and Brookton Affair turn for home together from Tycoon Diva. Lady Diva behind them trying to get a run through. Beautiful Gem into the clear coming down the centre is coming home very well. Beautiful Gem on the outsides raced up to take the lead. Lady Diva getting a late run. Northern Rose back on the fence. Beautiful Gem in front. Lady Diva going out after it now. Lady Diva, Beautiful Gem. Lady Diva finishing better. Lady Diva a half head on the line to Beautiful Gem. A length away 3rd is Northern Rose and then a gap to Tycoon Diva from Amber Shimmer. Nuclear Free Maker Stand. Further back than Country Joy. Regal Summer the last couple. Pretty Penny and Brookton Affair. Lady Diva has finished too well, number 4, to give Blake Shin a double. Number 4. Number 4 the winner, and that is Lady Diva Blake Shin. Number 4 Lady Diva is the winner here after the photo from One Beautiful Gem, and number 9 has got 3rd, and that is Northern Rose, 4, 1 and 9, 4, 1, 9. They got a right punters. Beautiful Gem slow and strong. Well, it jumped okay, but just no speed. Got way back. Lady Diva travelled just off them. Just needed a run in the straight, but Beautiful Gem was winding up, and it reached them pretty quickly in the straight out in the middle. But then Lady Diva got the last run, and she really put her head into the